implementation of national eye policy. Appeal court sacks Dino Melaye, orders fresh election. We do not go wrong, 3 months salary, said MCLtv. Good morning and welcome to the news. I am Jonah Oje. Minister of Water Resources Suleiman Adamu says that about 102,000 children under the age of 5 die annually due to poor sanitation and unhygiene practices. Adamu quoted figures from Watch on Thursday at a press briefing in Abuja to mark the 2019 hand washing day. He also revealed that 33% of the children under the same age bracket were stunted. This year's event is entitled Clean Hands for All. October 15 every year is designated by the United Nations General Assembly as a global advocacy day dedicated to increasing awareness and understanding about the importance of hand washing with soap. The minister insisted that washing hands with soap remains an affordable, accessible, do-it-yourself vaccine for sanitation and hygiene-related diseases like diarrhea, cholera, typhoid fever, and pneumonia, which are prevalent in Nigerian communities. He said absence of water and soap in public places like schools, healthcare facilities, and workplaces is an equity issue for girls and women, particularly for menstrual hygiene management. Former President Goodluck Jonathan has been nominated by the African Union to lead the Continental Body's election observation mission to Mozambique's scheduled October 15 general elections. Jonathan's spokesman Ikechukwu Eze said in a statement on Thursday that his principle is built to leave the country for Maputo, capital of Mozambique. While there, he will be overseeing the deployment of the mission's 40-member team of observers to different parts of the country. In a letter of invitation signed by the chairperson of the African Union Commission, Musa Faki Mahamat, the AU described Jonathan as a man who is deeply committed to peace and democracy on the continent. This comes just 24 hours after Jonathan met with President Muhammadu Buhari in a closed-door meeting at the presidential villa, Abuja. It is believed he briefed the president on his new assignment. People living with albinism have appealed to federal government for full implementation of national eye policy to improve access to eye health services in the country. The head of media and communication of Albino Foundation, Afam Kazim, made the appeal during news conference as part of activities to commemorate the 2019 Broadside Day held in Abuja. Theme for the 2019 celebration is Vision First. Broadside Day is observed annually on the second Thursday of October. It is a global event to draw attention to the cause of blindness and vision impairment, as well as raise awareness on ways to avoid the disease. An appeal court in Abuja has upheld the decision of the Petition Tribunal that nullified the election of Senator Dino Melaye. Melaye was representing Kogi West until the sacking. The court affirmed the ruling of the tribunal and therefore nullified the election of Melaye of the People's Democratic Party (PDP). The Independent National Electoral Commission is to conduct fresh elections within 90 days. Depression has become one of the increasing and common ailments in the society, with its effect on people. Pregnant women, and nursing mothers are not spared in the scourge of the illness, which health experts say may be triggered due to traumatic life experiences or economic conditions. The report.
Depression in pregnant and nursing mothers is defined as a form of prenatal stress and severe worry that pregnancy brings. As well as complex physical, emotional, and behavioral changes that happen to the mother after giving birth. Investigation reveals that depression has become common due to economic hardship, traumatic and other harsh conditions most women face during pregnancy and when raising children. A medical practitioner, Ralph Carlo, who spoke to MCL News on the increasing rate of depression amongst members of the society, highlights more on the causes and symptoms of antenatal and postpartum depression.
It's on increase on record as area. 20% or more people that comes to hospitals have issues or cases of depression, and a lot of things stimulates it. I mean, not only cause it a cause, it has a trigger, or can trigger to manifest in the female. Part of that happens to be someone that has issue of relationship. If you have an issue with relationship, if you have having troubles with your relationship, you tend to have depression. If there's any history, family history, or personal history of depression, it tends to carry over into pregnancy, into the issue. And also people that have infertility issues now, people that have had long years of waiting before they conceived, due to that long therapy that tends to adjust their female hormones in their body, it tends to make them depressed.
The medical expert advised that pregnant women can receive treatment, but with caution so as to protect the unborn baby while reducing the severity of the illness. It is also discovered that most women who suffer from the illness feel reluctant to seek the needed medical attention. Dr. Carlo advised them to always seek medical attention on time to avoid endangering the growth process of their unborn children and their overall health.
They can be treated, but it's sort of risky because giving medications while pregnant is sort of not too easy, it's sort of risky. So we adopt psychological means of treatment rather than medications. So such a psychotherapy is a lot more beneficial than medications. We ask the person to get more involved in a hobby, take some exercise, mix up with some friends, and the more she mixes up, the more she forgets the history of her life and tends to associate more. So medications are good, but they tend to be risky at pregnancy. So we adopt other non-medicinal patterns, like I told you, exercising, good resting, and sleeping very well, and mixing up with friends and other psychological means. They are better than medications for the safety of the unborn child.
Research and studies show a prevalence of 20% to 24% among expectant and new mothers in Nigeria suffer antenatal and postpartum depression, especially single mothers, as it is an important risk factor. Recent research also reveals that over 214 mothers attend postpartum clinics in Southeast Nigeria. Amanda Carlo, MCL News.
The Imo State government has commended the police for arresting a gang of kidnappers who terrorized the people of Ubitolu and Ikeju area of the state. The state's deputy governor, Gerard Irona, who spoke during the parade of the suspects, said Governor Eneke Hedon was happy with what the police were doing in the state. He said the state government was happy with the commissioner of police, Rabiu Ladodo, who was working in line with the vision of the government in fighting crimes in the state. Parading the suspects, Ladodo said he was happy with the effort of the commander of the anti-cultism unit of the command, Linus Wiwu, and his men. The CP gave the names of the suspects as George Okoro 28, Izuchukwu Chukwuma 30, Uzoma Wiwu 25, Chinaza Ihezie 25, and Njode Ahamefla. The CP said all the suspects came from the Ubitolu local government area, and then that the kidnapped kingpin Chidoze Oji, 38 from Ebe Ada, was rescued. He said 2 locally made pistols, 4 4 live cartridges, some padlocks, a bunch of keys, a long metal chain, and a Toyota Highlander were recovered as exhibit from the suspect. The suspect later led operatives to an uncompleted building inside a bush at Orodo in between local government area, where other members of the gang were also arrested and victims subsequently rescued and out. The Ebonyi State Emergency Management Agency on Friday said flood displaced over 30,000 people, including children, in 6 local government areas of the state. The agency's acting executive secretary, Mr. Chibueze Iteshi, said in Abakaliki that the flood submerged farmlands, livestock, and houses. He said the Nigerian Meteorological Agency and Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency had predicted heavy rains. Iteshi said the children were in different nursery, primary, and secondary schools in the affected local government areas. He appealed to UNICEF to come to the aid of the children, adding that they were finding it difficult to cope with the displacement. According to him, the agency has commenced inventory of the affected persons and communities. He also confirmed that the agency inaugurated 13 local emergency committees across the state to mitigate the effects of flooding in communities. Still to come on the news. Nigeria observes International Day of the Girl Child, calls for stronger legislation. Traders in Ahihu Elukuro decry poor state of road. These and more after the break. Stay tuned.
Do not deface Abia State with posters. Do not defecate on our streets. Do not litter Abia State.
My brothers, I say wetin man go do for this world wey people no go talk. If you chop,
Do not urinate in public places.
you no chop, dem go talk. Wetin make you do for this world? I say make we go do the things wey we carry for heart. Na so one want am. Abi no be so?
Keep Abia State clean. This message is brought to you by MCLtv.
Welcome back, and we now go to our Umuahia studios where Nchedachi Chukwaja is standing by for more stories. Nchedachi, good morning.
Good morning to you too, Jonah, and welcome to Umuahia. As Nigeria joins the rest of the global community to mark this year's International Day of the Girl Child, some legal practitioners and girl child advocates in Umuahia have made a call for stronger legislation to protect the girl child. They also highlight the role of parents to the girl child. The International Day of the Girl Child is celebrated annually on 11th October. Precious Isibu tells us.
time their situation changed. Gradually, the thoughts of people towards girls have changed. Conservative practices like child marriage, dowry system, prostitution, among others, has become prevalent. Due to this, girls are denied rights like education, nutrition, legal rights, and access to medicine. But now, several efforts have been made to provide girls their rights and to make people aware of it. The International Day of the Girl Child is celebrated annually on 11th October. The day is aimed at promoting girls' empowerment and fulfillment of their human rights. It also highlights and draws attention to the challenges girls face. The theme of this year's International Day celebration of the girl child is unscripted and unstoppable. It is aimed at promoting the girl's position in society and to make their living better. Against this backdrop, girl child advocates have made a call for stronger legislation to protect the girl child.
Parents should get close to their children, not only the girl child, even the boys. Have to be close to your children so that they can always confide in you. Don't force any girl child into an unwanted marriage.
A lack of stunted access to education for the girl child, the young teenager boy. We can talk about the issue of early marriage. We can talk about very early for the young ones, those who are not very fortunate to be rescued from the clutches of young marriage.
There are so many dangers associated with teenagehood. One of the more common to the girl child being sexual abuse, either from a close relative, peer group, or friends. To this end, respondents advise the girl child to only speak to someone when such an unlawful act is committed against them.
Very fortunate to be rescued from the clutches of young marriage. The ill health issues associated to it, such as UVF. There are a lot of things that we can talk about. We can talk about the problems of sexual harassment, abuse, rape. There are a lot of problems that are associated or that can be experienced by a teen girl in today's age. If you feel you cannot talk to your mother, or to your parents, or to someone within your immediate family environment, please find someone, reach out. I'm available. There are a number of people, there are a number of CSOs, NGOs who are working hard to see that the rights of the girl child is protected. Please reach out to someone. Don't suffer in silence.
Don't allow anybody to abuse you sexually. Because the sky is your starting point. It is not all about now. It is all about the future. Because when as a girl, you grow up into a woman, and when you are a woman, you find out that whatever, as long as you are educated, you find out that whatever you want will be in your big and home. You don't need to stress yourself for anything. So long as you stay calm, read your books, get to that level. You find out the sky is your starting point.
Nigeria, the global community, marked this year's International Day of the Girl Child with a call to protect the girl child as the future mothers of the society. Precious Ezibu, MCL News.
The road that passes through the local markets, popularly known as Ahiko Local in Umuahia South Local Government Area of Abia State, is in the deplorable condition. This is why traders in the markets have called on the authorities to fix the road, which they say has negatively affected their businesses. They made this call when our crew visited the markets. Emmanuel Lazo reports.
Ahiko Local serves not just the grocery needs of the entire local clan, but also those of many other dwellers within the Umuahia metropolis. In the recent past, the market enjoyed a good road and adequate electricity supply that made it extend its services into the night. But the story has seemingly changed, with the findings from our visit to the market at this time suggesting the absence of both electricity and good road. According to some traders who spoke off the camera, the situation now forces commercial activities to shut down in the market once it is 6 p.m. These traders say the present state of the road is affecting their businesses.
Don't normally use this road for now. They rather use the other side. So it affects our business. Our business is not more paying than before.
I'm Jomari. I thought Nana line now. How many years now was I living? Woman, I am going to kill it. I like that. All I want to do
Their claim is corroborated by the chairman of the market, Stanley Okezie, who however says help is on the way for the road to be repaired. Our effort to reach the Transition Committee Chairman of Umuahia South Local Government Area, Nebo Onwusibe, who is said to have made a commitment on the road, did not bear fruit, as he was not in the office at the time of our visit. On the issue of electricity supply, Okezie said a new electricity transformer has been provided to solve the problem, but that the transformer has not been energized.
It's true that the local government channel never have been the transformer, but the highway is stepping down. I'm still begging next to step the transformer down and let us check whether we will get right state.
And true to his claim, there is a transformer on ground waiting to be connected and energized. For now, the traders will be waiting for the fulfillment of the set promise by the QC chairman, as we hope to keep monitoring the situation. Emmanuel Wazwe, MCL News.
President Muhammadu Buhari has directed the immediate suspension of international travels by all cabinet members and heads of government agencies. President Buhari said this is to enable ministers personally lead the process of budget defense at the National Assembly. This is according to a communique by Willie Bassi, the Director of Information, Office of Secretary to the Government of the Federation. Bassi noted that the suspension of such travels will enable functionaries and agencies of the executive arm to provide the required cooperation with the legislature in order to ensure timely passage of the appropriation bill. He also said that ministers who have already secured approval to travel are required to revalidate such approvals with the President after confirming the schedule of appearances with the relevant committees of the National Assembly. The statement also directed all ministries, departments and agencies to liaise with the relevant committees of the National Assembly for their schedules of budget defense. The Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Sanko Mohammed, has canvassed for the amendment of the Supreme Court's jurisdiction as contained in the 1999 Constitution so that not all cases will terminate at the Apex Court. Justice Mohammed made the call in Abuja when the Senate Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights and Legal Matters, led by its chairman, Senator Okoye Bamidele, paid him a courtesy visit on Friday. The CJN expressed concern over the number of appeals pending before the Apex Court. He therefore called on the National Assembly to, as a matter of urgency, amend the Constitution for timely dispensation of justice and to reduce the stress arising from heavy burden of appeals on the justices of the Supreme Court. The CJN noted that the nation's Supreme Court is not only the busiest Apex Court in the world, but the entire judiciary of the country also remains the best across the globe. On his part, Senator Bamidele said the judiciary plays a very crucial role in the sustenance and deepening of democratic core values, which informs why the committee will make necessary interventions to strengthen and guarantee the independence of the judicial arm. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) says it will publish the register of voters for the upcoming governorship elections in Kogi and Bayelsa states on Monday. INEC disclosed this in a communique issued by the National Commissioner and Chairman Commission on Voter Education, Festus Okoye, in Abuja. Okoye said the INEC will also present the register to all the political parties sponsoring candidates for the 16th November polls in the two states in line with Section 20 of the Electoral Act 2010 as amended. They said the event, which will take place at the Commission's office in Yenagoa and Lokoja, will be presided over by the supervising national commissioners and assisted by the resident electoral commissioners of the state. The commission also appealed to all candidates to avoid comments capable of inciting violence and instilling fear during their campaigns. And that's our contribution this morning from Omaha. It's now back to you, Jonah Ojima, for the rest of the news. I am Chetachi Chukwaja.
Thanks very much, Chetachi Chukwaja. And now sports. The Nigerian Football Federation, NFF, has denied claims that the new Super Eagles coach Ganacha a 3-month salary as reported on social media on Friday, saying the Franco-German is owed a month's salary, which is in line to be paid. The federation also used the opportunity to clear the air on the issue of ex-Super Falcons coach Thomas Denebi, who resigned in September. Meanwhile, Denebi has said he is proud of the achievements of the Super Falcons under his leadership despite his unceremonious exit. He resigned as head coach of Nigeria's women's team after a year and 8 months in charge. The Swedish tactician boycotted the Super Falcons doubleheader against Cote d'Ivoire after unresolved issues with the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF), reportedly due to lack of cooperation and interference. And to end the news this morning, we take a look at the major stories. The Imo State government has commended the police for arresting a gang of kidnappers who terrorized the people of Ubitoli-Ikodu area of the state. People living with albinism have appealed to the federal government for full implementation of national eye policy to improve access to eye health services in the country. An appeal court in Abuja has upheld the decision of the petition tribunal that nullified the election of Senator Dino Melaye. The Nigerian Football Federation has denied claim that the old Super Eagles coach Ganacha a 3-month salary as reported on social media on Friday, saying the Franco-German is owed a month salary which is in line to be paid. That was the news, and thanks for watching. I am Jonah Oje. Have a good morning.